Okay. We were live? Okay. Wait.
Good?
Theoretically, that's it.
All right.
Are we but are we? Like, are we
Hopefully.
actually live? Is this like a thing?
Hopefully. Hi, everybody. Give it a minute. Is it? Yeah!
We are definitely...
We're frozen, but give us a minute.
We're on a delay. Yes!
Yay!
All right, okay. That is confirmation. This thing is working. Let's look at... Oh, okay. We'll watch that.
Okay.
And then they'll get whatever it is that they
Well,
get.
hi, guys. Welcome to the Riot anniversary show. It has been
a
while since we've done a YouTube show, and hi, Periscope as well. You can watch this on Periscope. It has been long enough that everything is completely different for doing this live event, and the last 30 minutes has been, what's the word?
Chaotic? Crazy?
Not even chaotic. Embarrassingly bad.
Well, okay, all right, here's the thing. Just to be clear, like, Nikki and I both, it's not that we don't have the technical know-how, like we do, but what if somebody told you that there were a lot of people waiting on you and you had 30 minutes to do something that you had very little knowledge about whatsoever, and it's just like, guys,
hello,
it's not working, and it was...
Good job.
Like, it was not working.
No, it wasn't.
It was not working.
And now it's working. So welcome to our anniversary show. We wanted to spend the next, I don't know, 30, 40 minutes with you guys, helping to answer questions and just hang out with you a bit in honor of starting another year of the Riot. Someone brought us drinks.
Look, Nikki's mom brought us drinks. Thank you, Nikki's mom.
We've got cake. We've got a lot of stories involving these balloons. But look, this balloon has our names on it.
Yeah, how amazing is... Wait, here you go.
See how they have our names on them?
Is that amazing or what?
I didn't know there was... I mean, they put the letters together. It's not like Obadiah's balloon was already ready to go.
No, it was there.
Because you never... It's like the license plate.
Yeah.
You never had an
that
Obadiah
never
license plate.
happened.
And then we have a little...
I never had that.
A little lunchbox thing for our balloons. So thank you very much for bringing that.
Okay, so here's a question for you. Isn't there a, like, shouldn't we be able to chat with people so, like, we can see their comments?
If you guys leave something in,
see that?
Yes, if you leave something in the comment section on YouTube, we should be able to see that. If not, tweet at Radio U. Oh, hello. So, okay, you can see that better than I can.
Okay, so I want to say what's up to Josh. Hi, Josh. He says, I'm hyped. Are you? If you want to know the truth, I haven't been hyped.
Because it was that
drama. For the last few minutes.
But we're ready for the hype.
Oh, check out the other thing, the balloons, and then I have an Avengers lunchbox.
Yep. I got Hello Kitty.
Did you already say that and I missed it?
You were busy with the hype.
Yeah, I was hyping. So the only thing I will say is that as excited as I am about this, if my actual lunch
came in this, yeah, we're not doing that.
I'd be very disappointed.
Well, tweet at Radio U any of your questions, or if you're watching on YouTube, make sure you just leave in the comment section. If you're watching on Periscope, make sure you say hello, but send us your questions through Twitter, because that'll be the fastest way for us to see them too.
Yeah.
Should we tell a story about today?
The balloons?
Well, we have...
Oh my gosh.
Okay, so these
were gifted balloons. Like, they just...
These are cool. Okay. It says happy anniversary.
And look how unlame the happy anniversary balloon is.
My name, and then there's a thank you. Because, I mean, we've been doing the Riot
for a long time.
So we got a cool thank you. But I want to show you these balloons, which Obi and I got at the store today.
Happy anniversary.
So you see the happy anniversary balloon?
Yep.
It looks like...
Like we're celebrating our 50th wedding anniversary?
Yes. So we went to the store today to pick up the cake and some balloons, and it really looked like we were having a happy anniversary party for our grandparents. And so it just was a little bit weird picking up. That's all they had for anniversary.
It was. And can I just say, and again, no offense to anybody, but like, I gotta tell you, when you go to buy a balloon at a grocery store, that's not a high-end outfit they're running over there.
It's
like,
not.
Can we buy balloons?
I'm not doing grocery store balloons ever again.
Well, is there a professional balloon store?
Yeah, I can go a balloonery. Look it up.
Okay, no, you are making that up.
I promise
there is no such thing.
Hello?
Yeah,
ballooneries?
Where have you at? Where? What? There's no balloonists?
Yes.
Okay, Cook's Balloonery and he...
Hello?
Oh my gosh, Nikki, that's like 3 miles from here.
Yeah, but maybe that's where we got these.
A balloonery?
A balloonery. You could be a balloonist.
Okay, I will admit, if anybody's gonna know, it's gonna be you. Like, I don't know why I'm doubting you, but seriously, balloonist sounds made up.
Oh, it sounds like a flutist.
And just prepare that if you are with a group of people and someone says, well, what do you do? And you say balloonist, don't expect people to take you seriously. It's not going to happen.
That's all right, but thank you.
I didn't say it was wrong. I'm just saying.
We did get, and I don't want to knock any drinks over this time. We did get and also knock the cake over.
That'd just be par for the course if that's all right on the thing.
A Riot anniversary cake, so we'll enjoy that a little bit later.
Look, it's regional, but there is a place called Giant Eagle. I have to say it. They make the best cakes.
The buttercream icing. I stuck my finger in the back accidentally when I was getting out of the box.
Big accident, huh?
I did.
And what did you do? You licked your finger, didn't you?
Well, I didn't have a napkin.
Okay.
I don't have a napkin.
So I just want to say, when you begin judging me for licking my fingers, you licked your fingers.
Well, thank you guys for again joining us.
Let's see. Let's say what's up to who was it that just said? The iPad is almost as big as the cake.
Is that?
Actually, it's not that far off there. Okay, Daniel says that. Brad says happy anniversary. Chris says I'm watching Periscope on one phone and YouTube on the other.
That's multitasking. You are amazing.
Let's see. Michigan. Somebody else has said that we're live in Iowa right now.
Hi, guys.
Save money and go to Dollar Tree.
For what? Balloons?
Balloons.
Or cake?
It's got to be balloons, right?
Maybe.
Yeah.
Probably. Do they do helium there?
If you draw balloons, are you a balloonist cartoonist? Right here. And you missed.
No, that was great. Very, very good job. Don't forget to tweet at Radio U, or again, leave your comments or say hello. Where are you watching from? And what your name is, and we will have a chance to say thank you.
Yeah, seriously, like, it got so crazy in here. I got nothing pulled up. Like, I've got YouTube up.
I'll watch Twitter. I'll keep an eye on that.
Oh, I love this. Greg says you guys have been streaming for the whole 5 minutes. So the entire time, like, seriously, so broken, and you guys could have heard me whining about how broken it was. I wasn't freaking out.
Well, it was fine.
It was getting a little...
It's all right. It's all right. But yes, we tried a new way to do the event tonight, and we'll do it again, I guess, that way, but it was bad.
Anybody have any experience with Wirecast? Because I do now.
Mm-hmm. You do very good.
Say hi to Eric. He says you're live in Sunbury.
Hi, Eric.
How's it going? All right. Hey, Eric. We could have really used your help a few minutes ago.
Next Riot Live YouTube event, not just Eric, I'm bringing Chris in. Chris, our technical guy, our IT guy, there is no reason why next time we do a show, we have to have someone with us. So.
Oh, let's see. I've got people asking me what is the Radio U Twitter. It's just
at Radio U. Yep, make sure you follow us there. You can also follow us at Radio U on Facebook, or our show page, which is at Radio U Riot. And if you are a part and watching on Periscope or on YouTube, just make sure you subscribe there.
I just hate that everybody got to watch me freak out about it not working. Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't break down. I didn't break down.
You
I
didn't?
didn't throw anything. No, I didn't.
Okay.
I was yelling.
Yeah, you were.
It's late.
Not a mean yelling. It's fine.
Was I mean yelling?
No, it's fine.
But I kept it together.
All right, we're ready. We're good.
Okay, yeah, so the thing that we said we were going to do was, for the anniversary show, we were just going to take people's questions and eat cake.
Yeah.
And so we haven't eaten cake, and as of right now, we technically haven't taken anybody's questions either. So remember, if you've got anything you want to say, you can always get it there in the YouTube chat. And hi, Greg. He got to watch me have technical issues. There's a 32-second. Oh, Chris is saying there's a delay between Periscope and YouTube.
Yeah,
there's a
normal.
huge delay. Like, we have never had
Periscope, we were doing a testing thing earlier for Periscope. Obi was upstairs Periscoping in our offices, and I was watching on my phone. But then I looked, he wasn't upstairs, he was downstairs in the studio, but yet it was still showing he was upstairs, so there's a massive delay on that. So.
Well, I don't think Periscope's the delay. I think YouTube's got a longer delay.
Oh, you think so?
Yeah, because it's going through 14 layers of software now.
That's it.
But we're learning.
Let's see. Anna just tweeted at Radio U, how was the pizza buffet earlier? It's actually our boss's birthday today, and he chose to go to a Pizza Hut buffet. Now, we've been to other Pizza Hut buffets that have been terrible. In fact, one we went to they stopped doing it because the workers weren't showing up. Remember that
yeah,
one?
they wouldn't.
They weren't there, and like we went to go eat, and the manager was outside, like crying because there were no workers. So they closed that one down, but we found another one.
Yeah, we did,
and it was actually really good.
What's up to FF5 dude? He says Olo from Nebraska.
Hello.
I used to watch you guys on Sky Angel. Then last year I found your new app. Worst of the Riot blogs are what I get to listen to now. Awesome stuff.
Hey to Timothy on our YouTube page. Happy work anniversary. I love that term. We're working. It's our anniversary. We're fine with that.
Obadiah sounds so different in this stream than he means. Shut up. Okay.
You see how he talks? He's mean.
So many people today have said to me, like strangers have said to me, you look tired. And it's like, well, how do you know what I look like? How do you know?
Well, maybe they think you sound tired or you...
I'm tired.
Tired as you sound. Take your drink.
I'm
Take
tired,
your drink.
All right?
Let's see. Daniel, I think that's your name, live in Louisiana. Thank you so much for listening. Maggie in Pennsylvania, thanks so much for watching our YouTube anniversary. We appreciate you guys. Just put a comment in the comment section and hopefully we'll get to yours.
All right, did you see Randy? He says he's watching on his Xbox on his big screen TV from Radnor, Ohio. How did the Riot get started?
A long time ago, I did the show.
Studio far, far away.
I did the show with someone else for 2 years, but Obi and I knew each other.
When I was in college, I came to Radio U as a volunteer, and they were like, well, someone has to train you on how to like work our equipment. And so I went in and did you do that on purpose?
The tape fell. I taped it.
It's falling apart.
But
man.
you can't see it with how I did it, so it's fine if it comes on down.
Oh, yeah. Okay. So, and Nikki was the person that actually trained me on how it all worked. And then I used to be the afternoon guy.
Yep.
And, hey, I will tell you, if you're on Periscope commenting,
You're
remotely
too far
see
away.
it. You're so far away, there's just no way.
But if you just send it to us at Radio U on Twitter, we'll be able to see it there.
Where were we? Oh, right. So anyway, that's just kind of like, I was doing afternoons. Nikki was doing mornings with somebody else. That somebody else, tragic accident, fell off a cliff.
It's a shame.
And yeah, it just happened right away. And then they were like, hey, can you come in and fill in? And I was like, yeah, okay. And then the funny thing is they were like, well, we'll probably have somebody new in about 3 to 6 months. And I believed them that was actually going to happen.
I think they planned on finding somebody, but again, we'd been friends for a long time. We're very similar personality-wise.
Well, it's like different personalities, but same...
syncing with things? Or
I
I don't know.
Like at the core, alike enough to where it's just like, whatever.
That's our same attitude. Is that it?
That is the attitude. It's like,
it.
Man, this is the worst.
Pessimistic, realist, which goes really well on radio.
Yeah.
And so when they realized, hey, we can actually do the show together, that's why they never went and found somebody. So.
Yeah.
And so that's been the start of the Riot. But yeah, we knew each other forever. Want to say hey to Brittany, listening and watching from Virginia. Thank you for tweeting at Radio U. Says love you guys and happy anniversary. Thank you for following and watching us.
Wow, lots of people starting to sound off here. I want to say hey to Sarah. You make my morning every morning. Thanks for being so awesome.
Did you see Amber's? Love you guys. Thank you so much for being amazing. Totally not looking lame with a backwards hat. Are you saying he looks lame, or does he really not totally look lame?
No. She's saying that's how you say it. Like, you look really lame with your hat
I don't think
backwards.
you look lame with your hat backwards. He can't wear it forward while we're doing a broadcast.
Yeah, I can't do it that way. And the other thing is like, I have look, if you saw me in other kinds of hats, if you think I look ridiculous in this kind of hat,
I think you look nice.
You haven't seen it. Have you guys watched Radio UTV's Most Wanted this week? I've got this sock hat on. I look ridiculous. I just look ridiculous.
You mean what's a sock hat?
Toboggan?
A beanie?
Whatever.
Yeah, a toboggan.
Okay.
Beanie.
Yeah. Well, see, toboggan is Midwest. Whatever. Then we can get into a whole thing about what you call those hats.
Yeah.
You can watch it because the idea, Eric and I have been talking off air, like, hey, dude, get a different hat. So I tried. I have a huge head. Huge. And it's like everybody's like, he's being comically whatever about it. No, I have a huge head. And it's incredibly hard to find hats that fit. So I had a toboggan, sock hat, whatever. See how the balloon looks small?
It's not perspective.
I had, no, it's right there. Like, I had one of those hats.
Yeah.
And so I tried that, whatever. And I just thought, you know what? It just looks different because you're not used to it.
Yeah.
You're not used to it. Just try it. And I tried it.
Because we're our harshest critics, except for everybody who talks about it.
Whatever.
I think it looks fine.
Well,
it's
you know what? It's either that or like my hair's falling out. So I'm wearing a hat. It's a backwards hat.
From the stress with it. Let's see, Benjamin, a happy Riot anniversary from Westerville. How are you going to get up for the show tomorrow? So normally our Riot show, it starts at 6 a.m. Eastern time. So you're staying here and we're just going to get up. I mean,
yeah, I know,
Benjamin,
Billy,
it is sweet of you to think that there's an option, but there's no option. Our boss, see our previous comments about it being his birthday, and we go to the pizza buffet. He's not just going to let us not come in tomorrow.
Yeah, no. I have an overnight bag.
Yes.
Full of like pillows and blankets. I'm sleeping in our station green room right there. Let's see. Bethany is in Texas. Woo!
Bethany!
Adorable sidekick. Cronlock says, I'm part of the team that fixed your flooring. How is it holding up by your chair, Obi? Love your show.
Are you talking about our radio studio or this studio? Because
No. I totally remember you guys. You know what? As far as I know, it's fine.
Yeah, we're in our TV studio, but behind the balloons.
Yeah.
And behind that is where our radio studio is, where we do our show.
How about this one? Love you guys. Thank you for being amazing. Oh, that was Amber being mean again. Let's see. Chris says, I remember Nobody was on in the afternoon. Daniel, what's your favorite degrading bumper? He's talking about our liners where we make fun of ourselves.
There's one that Obi made like one joke on air calling me Tina.
That's your favorite.
Saying that I have multiple personalities.
Yes.
And one is Tina, who's like a trucker and rough. Another was it Scarlett?
Yeah, well, Scarlett is one of your many personalities. Tina is a tow truck driver, okay? And Scarlett is
like
Nikki
Scarlett
with her red hair, and she is an international assassin.
So he said it like once or twice on air, and he made a liner on it, and that was maybe 3 years ago, 2 years ago, and the liner still runs. So people will sometimes call in going, who's Tina? Like, it's Nikki. Why is there something about Tina? So every time that one runs...
You don't like that one.
I roll my eyes.
You know what my favorite one is?
It's been forever.
It runs during our fundraiser. It's my favorite. And it's the one that's like, it's the Riot with, or some of those like Nikki Pro. Oh, like supporting the Riot has a lot of pros and cons. Nikki Pro.
Oh, yes.
Obadiah. Con!
From Star Trek. That's a classic. And then the other one, Bow Down from Moses.
Bow down to his will.
That one's a classic too.
I do like that one too.
But you know, we hear a lot of them. So
Mr. Moeller says, real talk, Obi has had a couple more serious monologues during the show the past couple mornings, and I've really enjoyed hearing his perspective on serious issues. What was serious?
You talked about Terry Crews.
Oh yeah, right.
The guy from Old Spice and from Brooklyn. Something.
9-9.
Brooklyn 9-9. I couldn't remember how many nines, so I was just trying to play.
Is it 999?
But he did a really amazing series of videos on his Facebook page about porn. And so, yeah, you did an amazing
We talked
talk
about
it
yesterday.
And we got a lot of phone calls back from people that were like, yes.
Yeah, actually, when we were talking about porn on the show yesterday, I probably heard more feedback from that than almost anything we talked about in a really long time. And, oh, you know what? Today, okay, if you guys want to know the truth, today I was talking about Aaron Andrews.
Yeah.
And I guess that was the other serious thing we talked about today. But if you guys want, here's what you don't know. It's like when I got done talking about that, I was like, that was not, what was I even talking about? Like, sometimes I'll get started. It's funny how, like, you have a point in mind. You're like, this is the point I want to make. I want to say this thing. And I have it all laid out in my mind, and it makes perfect sense. And then when I start talking, all of a sudden you're like, this doesn't make any sense. You're not making a point here. This doesn't, people are going to be wondering, what is this? This is a forest. And you've wandered into the forest.
You wander.
And you can't find your way out.
But that's how it is when you're in radio. Sometimes when you're just talking, it's very easy to wander and just wonder who's listening, who's watching, will what you say, whether if it's funny or serious, will actually impact someone. And then a lot of people talked about, question-wise, they asked us, well, like, do you remember all your listeners? And and viewers and callers and stuff. And, you know, we do get a lot of people that years later will come to us saying, hey, I listened to this thing that you talked about, or I watched it. And for some, it was they're having a really bad day and it changed for the better because serious topic, and that's what they needed to hear, and kind of helped direct them to a different path. So it always is really, really nice to hear from you guys when you enjoy something that we talk about. Again, whether it's serious or funny, you know, we really appreciate that.
Yeah, it's awesome. So, hey, Eric says about my hat. He says it's too bad we don't work for a country station. Your hat problem would be solved. Yeehaw!
Very nice, very nice.
Let's see. What else we got here? Sarah says not lame.
Oh, okay. Your hat?
Oh, no, that can't be what it was. It must be
Just
something else.
this anniversary show. Let's see. Daniel says cake, cake, cake. Yes, we have cake. That's coming up.
Chipmunk Crusader. What has been y'all's country?
Where are you from?
Favorite band to ever play on air? Hello from Mike in Virginia. Man, Nikki, all-time favorite band?
To air or interview? What did they say?
They said to air.
Oh,
so you take it how you want to.
I love the guys in Knives.
Wow.
So
yeah, Nikki's got a thing for knives. She likes them a lot.
Not that thing, but
wow,
we
not
go
like,
back many years, and they're very sweet. They're very.
She's not
nice.
like in love.
No.
But with their music, she is.
No, I always like those guys, but gosh, I don't know. It changes, and you know, there's a lot of guys too that we just really good friends with. So we have a great relationship with a lot of our bands.
Yeah.
So we count them as friends. So we really love a lot of them.
Yeah, I know. Like if I had to pick a favorite, I'll tell you what, I would almost have to break Radio U down in like segments and be like 2004 to 2008.
Yeah.
You know, like Under Oath, and then like that would be tough. I'll tell you who has been an enduring favorite for mine, though, is Plato.
Oh my gosh.
I mean,
so
like,
great.
and again, it's hard to pick like who it would be, but man, I love Plato. Like, I love.
Excuse me. Crumb.
Crumb, right? Recently rebranded Crumb. Yeah. I love his lyrics. Like, they are amazing, and I love his beats. And I love the two, because one of the things you'll find about a lot of the artists, and we're like a broken record on this, but I still don't think a lot of people get it, is that you assume that because somebody is on TV or on the radio or whatever, you're just like, oh, well, they're loaded with money. They have so much this, they have so much that. And the reality of it is they don't. And like Plato, like so many of the artists that we play, like, dude, like, he could make a lot more money going off and doing something else, but like he believes in his art, he believes in the craft, he does a lot of work refining it, and in some cases, a lot of the guys and girls that you hear and see on Radio U and Radio U TV, like they do without, in a lot of cases, to do the things that they do, and like I got a lot of respect for that. Like that's not an easy thing to do.
That's why a lot of people are always bummed, like say your favorite band breaks up. Well, successful bands that are like making a lot and having a big amount of success tend to not break up too often. So it's a very hard life for them, and then that means that they don't stay around too long or they go join other bands. So it's very important if you have favorite bands that you support them in any way possible, even if it's just people think that's money. It doesn't always have to be that way. It could just be, you know, like promoting who they are, sharing with your friends, check out this music, you know, tweet about them and stuff. That really means a lot to guys, to the bands.
Let's see. John wants to know, being fellow geeks, how do you like Pokemon?
I never got into it, so I don't know.
Hey, John sent me an email. I got a code for that new Pokemon game that I'm not going to use.
John, would you like the code for the new Pokemon game?
Riot at radiou.com.
I want to say hello to everybody watching on Periscope. Don't forget, you are just far enough away. I can't read your comments.
Yeah, we can see your hearts, though.
Yes, so please send those, or just tweet at Radio U, and we'll have a chance. Want to say hey to Eric, watching on our Radio U Roku channel, or probably through the YouTube app, actually. But we do have a Radio U Roku channel, and making his 30-minute drive to work fun. So happy anniversary. Thank you so much, Eric.
Okay, a couple of ones. Here's one that says, Obi, who's your favorite doctor? And the answer to that is probably David Tennant. Though I think that Matt Smith had better writing. And I feel like if David Tennant had had Matt Smith's writing,
it'd be better.
He would have been unstoppable. Here, I love this, Nikki. I want to give this question to you. Oh, it's Stan.
Is it Stan's? I love it.
Hey, guys, you're awesome. By the way, is it true you only work 3 hours a day? That's my dream job. Go ahead, Nikki. I'll let you take this one.
No, we do not. But that is so sweet of you. We might joke about it, and the problem is sometimes our sarcasm comes out way too real. We work 5 days a week. Sometimes we have the opportunity to work
Whatever.
6 or 7 days a week.
It's really 7 days a week.
Because you're just always working, even if it's from home or we have an event or something. So like we're doing our show tonight, we'll come back, we'll work tomorrow. But again, when you love what you're doing, it's no big deal.
It's fine.
Yes, because you get cake.
Here's a look. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine.
Let's see.
I don't get. It's fine.
Let's see. Steve says, happy anniversary. You guys start my morning every day. Been listening for a really long time. Thank you, Steve, for tweeting at Radio U. Of course, you can follow Radio U at Radio U on Facebook. And then our show page is at Radio U Riot if you ever want to say hello there.
How about this question for each of you? What is your favorite song currently being played on Radio U? This from Sarah.
I could still answer Knives.
Well, yeah, for you, it's still going to be Knives, right?
Easy. Done.
I don't know. What do you catch me singing in the morning? Okay, you guys want to know something about the Andy Mineo song?
Oh.
The Andy Mineo song plays almost every morning. And so Nikki and I...
What's it called? I can't remember.
Make me a believer. Make me a believer.
So
okay.
it's Mac Powell from another band, and it's Make Me a Believer. Whoa,
whoa. But at the beginning, there's this line where it's like, you make it easy, but I make it hard.
Oh my God.
So Nikki and I typically will create other lyrics for that part of the song where it's like, getting up isn't easy, it's so hard. Oh my God. And
every
we'll
morning.
Scream it. And that happens every morning. Off air, of course. That might be my favorite just based on those circumstances alone.
I want to say hey to BW. Piano Girl Knives is amazing. Good choice. Good choice. Let's see. Jakai Galaxy listening and watching in Kentucky. Thank you so much. Music Major 089. You guys got me hooked the first time I heard True Slow. Great choice. True Slow,
so
super
good.
Nice guys.
Let me tell you what, seriously, that song Hurricane.
Oh my God!
Sometimes, like when I real talk, like sometimes, like if I'm rough day, whatever. So like a couple times a day, I just really crank that song up. Gosh, I love that song.
Hey, you guys are doing great in the YouTube comment section. You're answering questions you know the answer to for us.
Yeah, so we don't even have to.
Thank you so much because it's hard to kind of keep everybody. Eric tweeted at Radio U, no names, but has there ever been bands who are miserable to interview?
Yes. Oh my God. I make it easy, but they make it hard.
Don't make it too real. The problem is, it's so early in the morning, so a lot of times when bands come in, they have not gone to sleep yet. So they might have had a show the night before, or they drove the whole way in. Or they're just rude.
You know what? Yeah. Nikki
or they're just not our humor.
Well,
and we got a lot of hearts for that comment on Periscope.
Here's the other thing you got to keep in mind is you don't make you a good musician not hanging out in a radio studio.
It's just different style.
It's a different, like, musicians and radio people are such different people. And I actually kind of, like, I feel the pain of some of these guys and girls that have to come in and be interviewed by us because it's early in the morning. I've had 3 cups of coffee and I'm kind of crazy, but that's the nature of morning radio. Like, you wouldn't want us to be super chill and, like, just sitting in there quietly. And so we come kind of strong in the morning, and for them, sometimes it's like...
That strong is too much.
Whoa. Like, it's a bit much, and I get that.
A lot of people are fine.
Most people are fun. Most people are fun. One of the biggest comments that we get from bands is like, hey, we had a really good time today, and a lot of times they don't enjoy getting to do an interview because it's just kind of hard to do. And one of the things that we strive to do when we sit down with a band is I typically go into an interview with the attitude of like, you can get the facts anywhere. Like you can go to their Wikipedia page and find out what their name means and like where they're from and all that kind of stuff. But I like to find out the other stuff. And I really like to poke at people and see how they react. Yeah. And so I love to do that with the band. And like, if they will let you have fun with them, like Steven from Wolves at the Gate, if you haven't seen it, and I'm not just saying this for me, but seriously, if you have not seen the interview that we have got on the Radio U YouTube channel right now, Radio U Official,
yep.
Steven is so funny. He is so funny. So I got, like, he's the kind of guy that I can ask him, like, hey, and I asked him, so I was like, so, you know, your last couple of albums, they were okay, but do you think you're going to really try on this one? And he absolutely.
And he ran with it.
Oh, he just rolled, like, he totally rolls with it. And from my end, that is the best.
That helps us on our end when we're
best.
doing an interview. Brent on YouTube says, Glasslands, thank you so much for introducing those guys. Love their music. Can't wait for the full album. And that's a great choice. That's Josh, right?
Who is it?
Glasslands?
Yeah.
Yeah, Josh, super nice guy.
How about this one? You singing Family Force 5 Sweep the Leg was hysterical.
Me?
No, they're talking to me.
Oh, well, yeah. You're just
I
great.
like to sing.
What do you do with that one? Sweet boy. Oh, the hi-ya!
Yeah, the hi-ya!
Yeah,
That's the
he
one.
went through one fundraiser where we were just in the studio a lot more with each other. Every time Family Force 5, it was just like a karate
We
studio.
had to turn it up. Sometimes I would jump up and kick and punch my way around the studio. It happened.
Let's see, Brian at Radio U on Twitter. Thank you so much for sending your questions and just your hellos. Let us know where you're watching from. It says it's weird not hearing Obadiah Radio U. That's his Twitter handle. Yelling or grossing out and tormenting at Radio U Nikki, which is me at Radio U. So yeah, he's being a bit better because you guys are watching.
And the other thing that's a little different is I don't know if you can tell, but like if we went into the TV or the radio studio right now, Nikki can't reach me.
No, we're across from each other. There's a big board in front of us.
And right now, Nikki could easily extend her arm, and you guys see what I'm talking about there. So, but in the radio studio, if you ever hear Nikki and I say like reach across the desk, we're probably what do you say like 4 feet apart, 5 feet apart? And I mean Nikki's got reach. Don't get me wrong. You don't want to get in the ring with Nikki, but. You know, not that big of a reach.
Let's see, Nick on our YouTube channel. Thank you so much for leaving a hi, Nikki and Obi. Thank you so much for watching. Let's see. Don't forget, put your comments in that section if you're watching on Periscope, which if you follow Radio U on Periscope, just tweet at Radio U because the Periscope is too far away for us to see.
Oh, it's far.
I can't see that far.
Let's see. Okay, Sarah. We've had Sarah and somebody else actually said like, is there anybody that you have ever fangirled over when they came to the studio? Yes, that's a yes. In case you're wondering.
Maybe back in the day.
Okay.
But not really.
You know you're blushing like just a little bit?
No.
Ah, yes! Okay, then you totally have to tell us who it is.
I'm not telling you. It was so long ago.
So what?
No.
I knew who it is.
Who?
Ian Escalon.
No.
No? Okay. Well then who?
No, I'm not telling you.
Yes, say it now!
No. It was forever ago.
Hey, look, everybody saw
and
me.
we weren't dating band members.
I didn't say. Now we know. Okay, so now we know that Nikki was dating somebody in a band.
Nope.
You just said everything. You just said it. You did. No, you did. You unveiled it, and you know what? Your mom is watching right now, and she's gonna want to know who it was.
Oh no, I'm just looking at this.
Yeah, look. Don't change the subject.
Next question. I'm not going to tell you on a YouTube show.
Why not?
I'm not going to.
That's what the people are here for.
No.
All right.
Nope.
Fine. Did I? Actually, I will tell you, we had a band that came in, and I was super excited to meet them. Like, I thought it was really awesome. And then I was told, like, we don't really ask for autographs. Stop doing that.
What? Who told you that? They did, or we said it?
You did.
Oh, I didn't mean it, like, for reals.
She meant it for real. I'm just telling you. And the fact that you're not telling us, I'm going to get it later.
No.
Okay, let's see. That's it. Does anyone remember the story about Nikki? About Nikki driving late at night and seeing...
Oh, man. I can't you let it go, guys? Can't you just ever let it go?
Well, okay. Should we tell it? We'll give them the short version.
Short version.
Okay, Nikki and I, it was me and Nikki and Eric. Oh, this was such a great night because we were on our way back from Nashville. It was like 11, 12 o'clock at night. And this is a band you don't remember. They were called Looser and Blue.
They're from Canada, right?
Yes. And we didn't have their whole album. They gave us like a CD sampler that had 3 songs on it. And we liked it so much that we listened to that over and over. It was
like a 7-hour drive.
Yeah. And so Nikki said that she would drive. And I was like, are you sure? Like, I'll drive. No, I'll drive. And there was a period of time where Nikki wouldn't let anybody else drive. Like, she had to be the one driving. And so I fell asleep in the back. And I woke up, and we were in our hometown on the freeway, stopped. We were stopped. Right in the middle.
On the fast lane of the freeway.
Yep. Mm-hmm. And I was like, what's going on? What's going on? And Nikki's like, there's a crossing the road in front of us.
I saw people crossing the road, and so I slowed down, but there was nobody in front of us.
There was nobody in front of us.
But what was worse is the year later, I was driving back from Nashville with somebody else who doesn't work here anymore. And I was driving, and he was sleeping in the passenger seat. And I fell asleep a couple of times. And so I would like jerk the car a couple of times, and he would wake up from sleeping.
I don't remember that.
Oh, yeah. And he had a really hard time because it'd scare him
well,
so bad.
I can tell you,
I don't do it anymore.
I wasn't involved in that because that was the last time that I let Nikki drive back from Nashville.
That was it.
There were 2 other times we drove back from Nashville at night, and I did the entire drive. All of it.
Let's see. John says, Obi and Nikki, what happened to What's That, a Boot? That's our Canadian
That still happens.
segment. If we get a good news story coming out of Canada, we pull that one out. But it might have maybe just been a little bit of time.
I thought we did. Didn't we do one last week?
I don't think
because the Canadians won't let, or the Americans won't let Canadians on Jeopardy.
But did you play the sounder with it? Wasn't it
yes,
official?
because if you'll recall, we played the Canadian national anthem, Stars and Stripes Forever, music from The Hobbit.
Yeah. It's everything.
We had kind of like a lot of things.
Steven says he loves Lucerne Blue, so he remembers that.
Oh, gosh.
But
Dude,
again,
let me tell you what, that album holds up. Look it up, get it, whatever.
It's a
that
classic.
album still plays. It totally does. It totally does.
If you have a question, or please let us know your name, because sometimes your handles are just a little bit harder
yeah,
to
they're
get through.
harder.
But let us know where you're watching from, and maybe how long have you been listening and enjoying the Riot. Enjoying could be the part I added to that.
Right. I got a couple of questions
Sure.
that have come in when you're done.
No, I'm done.
Well, see, here's the other. You guys want to know something else that's awkward? Nikki and I make hand gestures at each other all the time in the studio. You guys just can't see them.
I mean, we're just like, wee.
I mean, most of them are clean, but it's just one of those things where, now you guys
You
are
can't see hand gestures over
You're
here.
seeing it. Okay. You sure you're ready?
Nope. Oh, yes, I am.
Are you positive?
I am.
Okay,
I'm just
all right.
looking at people's comments.
All right, here we go.
I'm trying to keep track of them all.
I like this one. If you could do any other job, what would it be?
I wanted
From
to be,
Jason in Dayton.
I wanted to be a marine biologist. I was actually going to go to school in Miami, and I wanted to do that. So I would do that.
You'd be a marine biologist?
Don't make a Seinfeld joke.
It
It's
is-
not a
I'm
joke.
sorry. Like,
It's a legitimate profession.
there are people that do that.
Yes.
And
So
they're better than we are.
I would like to do that.
Far better educated than we are, I can tell you that.
Yeah,
right
I'd have to
now.
go back to school. My many years of radio would not translate over to a marine biology degree. So
I think it totally would.
they wouldn't take that. But I can talk to the animals. They wouldn't take it.
All right, want to say hi to Catherine. She and a bunch of her peeps are watching. She sent us a picture
Hi,
of
Catherine.
them actually watching right
that
now,
is
which
so
is super
cute.
cool. Yeah, so thanks for watching.
It's like
wait,
we're an event.
what would I do? Okay, I like to tell people that I would be a professor, but can I?
You'd be an amazing professor.
I do think I would be pretty good at it. But can I tell you guys something? I went a year or two ago back to a university invited me to come in and speak. So I did. When I got done speaking, I went out to the lobby, and this girl started screaming at me.
Yeah,
Like
people are mean.
screaming at me in the lobby. And I let her scream for a while. I was like, all
If that
right.
makes
I
her
mean,
feel better.
I guess I deserve this, but and then after a while I was just like, I'm just gonna have to stop you right there. I think I've listened to you, and I think we're done now. And I thought to myself, just like, man, if I was a professor,
You'd have that all the time.
this would happen all the time.
Yeah.
Like, I would have girls screaming at me in the hallway all the time.
And I know
if would
you
do
think
that.
people are screaming at him all the time with radio, but it's actually, you guys are so kind and always so nice, so.
Well,
We don't get a
sometimes,
lot of screaming.
Like, it happens.
Sometimes some crazy, but never screaming, so.
Yeah. Okay.
Let's see, Josh, when are you guys coming to Lexington? Poor Josh.
Oh.
He is a faithful listener in Lexington, Kentucky, and
I don't want to say it.
he dreams of a
Okay.
day that Radio U would come there, and hopefully one day.
All right, Nikki. We are starting to get a lot of people asking for
The cake?
The cake.
You want me to cut a
But
case for you
you
while
know-
you keep answering questions?
Sure, but no. Before you do that, I want you to take this question. Nikki, what's your favorite drama?
Oh gosh, I don't have a chance to watch as many dramas as I used to. I would watch a lot of Korean dramas, some from Japan.
Yeah, like Nikki does like the Asian drama thing.
I also watch a lot of vlogs on YouTube.
Yeah, like you've become like a huge YouTube viewer these days.
I have so little time. So I have to watch vlogs. So
You watch it 5 minutes at a time.
I don't know. I can't answer that one yet. Let me think about that.
You have to think about it some more.
Yep.
Okay, you can go to cutting cake.
Okay, I'll cut cake.
Let's see. Hey, my
Oh,
name
I don't
is
know if you can see it with the
Michael.
glare.
What's your favorite Battery artist? Mine is Phineas. For those of you who don't know, Battery is our hardcore show. Boy, if I had to pick a favorite Battery artist.
I like Rival Choir. They're also just on Radio U. But
yeah, like we have really started to like Rival Choir.
We've got in peace.
I do, but
Do you want a
remember,
balloon?
I want to make sure I get a chocolate one.
Oh yeah,
Because this cake is half. Is it half yellow, half white? Like what is it?
Half and half, vanilla and white and chocolate.
Boy, it sure does look good.
Yes, it does.
I sure do like cake.
I'll give you a bigger piece if you want a bigger piece.
Yeah, that's fine.
And this is all I could find for the scooping. Well, we had a couple other things that this did not end up working out.
Let's see. What was the topic about Professor Obi? All right. Do you guys really want to know what she yelled at me about? I made a joke about art majors, okay? I dated
an art major?
Yes.
It's mean.
I dated an art major. In fact, I had a tendency to really like art.
Who was it? Tell us who the art major was.
Know.
You must spin our fork.
Yeah, whatever.
Okay.
And I made a joke about it, about how she, look, it was a great joke. Everybody loved it. Almost everybody.
Except
there was this girl who was an art major, and you know what? She came up and started screaming at me about how she has spent 3 years fighting for the legitimacy of her major. Mm-hmm. And I might have told her that she doesn't need to fight for the legitimacy of her major. It's already legitimate, and that it was, in fact, just a joke.
Do you think you could ever be a comedian, like on stage in front of an audience? Because it's one thing to be funny, like on the radio, because
you can get
away with so much more.
Way more on the radio. Like, you guys don't know this, but you're actually more tolerant of what people say on the radio than you are of what people say on TV. And we don't know why, but it's true. Like, I could get away with saying something on the radio that I could never say on TV.
Okay, wait. Let's see. Let me get to Shane. Happy anniversary. You guys are awesome. Thank you, Shane, for watching. We really appreciate it. Steven really wants to know what's your favorite iteration of Gundam.
Zeta Gundam, hands down, no questions. It's the best. And I will tell you that most of the Gundams that follow that are really good are iterative on that. That's the best one.
You guys are amazing. Is it Helene or Helen? Listening locally from Dublin, Ohio, so not too far from our studios for the last 10 years. Remember wrapping Christmas presents at the mall? Excellent memory you have. You don't understand how bad that was.
That was a real special night for us, I'll tell you. Crazy ice storm came through.
We didn't think the mall would be open.
We didn't.
So we were driving over there kind of like, no one's going to be there. We are going to just be able to go home. We wrote it off, kind of like, we don't need to do it. But we have to do promotional events where sometimes we go out and you actually get a chance to see us and meet us.
Yeah.
And that was one of them.
Yeah, and dude, okay, there were two people that really stuck out. We had to wrap the presents, whatever people bought in the mall and brought to us.
That was the promotion. Like, you could have us wrap your presents.
We're wrapping your presents for you. So this one woman buys lingerie and wants to show it to me, wants to tell me how excited that she is about wearing it, and like all this stuff. And I'm just like, I'm not giving you all the details. Okay, like there's way more to this story than I'm going to tell you, but let's just start with that and say it was super awkward. And then I had another lady that did come up, and she was telling me what a terrible rapper I was. And by the way, you're a DJ? That's not even a hard job. Like, I could do that. Like, anybody can do that. Like, she just kept insulting me as I was wrapping her presents for free, and
That's why you weren't doing a good job, because she was so insulting.
I guess, and the thing that was, I was doing my best.
Well, no, I meant like as you're wrapping continues while she's talking to you. Yeah. Like, well, it's going to get worse and worse.
And you know, the thing to me that was kind of funny is I'm just thinking, like, she's on a date with a guy, and I'm like, do you hear the way she treats a stranger? Like, how do you think this is going to pan out for you long term?
But he has a lot of stories where people get mad.
I seriously don't deserve it, though. Like, on the radio, like, I totally get it. Being obnoxious, like, I'm obnoxious on purpose. When Nikki and I are on the radio, I am making choices.
To be obnoxious.
Like, I am looking for the most obnoxious thing to say and actively choosing it. But when I'm just out.
You're just normal.
I'm not doing anything. I mean, I will tell you, most of the time. Like, today we were at lunch, and I did say in a very loud voice, that if somebody tells me they like country music, I already know that they're not as good of a person as I am.
I bet there was so many there listening.
I did. I'm yelling, and I'm like, all you have to tell me is that you like country music, and I have judged you, and I know that you're less than I am.
What's really the biggest problem is that when you're in public, we have really loud voices, some louder than others. And so when you say something, you know how like maybe you say something in private, our private carries throughout the whole entire restaurant. I want to say hey to Trevor. Happy anniversary from the Outer Banks, North Carolina. They're celebrating their anniversary too.
Wow.
Yay!
Superman cups up.
You know
Get
what?
yourself some cake.
Trevor, your anniversary probably would work with this happy anniversary balloon. Since it's more like a wedding anniversary. They didn't have anniversary like radio show items since it's not usually a thing. But thank you so much, Trevor, for watching tonight, even though it's such a big day.
Andrea says, Obi, who do you think would be a worthy opponent for Godzilla? Real talk, Nikki.
I like Godzilla. I thought he looked really nice in the last thing. And if I think you look nice, I can't fight you.
Picture this.
Give him a hug.
We can't figure out what to do. Godzilla's destroying cities, whatever. And then a scientist invents a like a blowing up ray, and Nikki becomes like huge, and all of a sudden she has to go fight Godzilla. I would what, dude? I would watch that.
You also don't make me mad.
I would pay to watch that.
Let's see. Watching from Wellston, Ohio, Josh. Oh, thank you for being a part of the Riot Club for 2 years. That means he's supporting. Listen for longer. Can't wait for you to come to Athens, Ohio. We just started. If you listen to Radio U, we just launched Newark, Ohio. I think Chillicothe, Ohio is in...
It's coming soon.
A couple of weeks?
Well...
Maybe. I don't want to say anything. It's back there.
Yeah.
The setup is back behind us, or
Chris
back over the other side.
Building it. We just signed on in Newark, Mansfield a little bit ago, and yeah, like.
Oh, that's really good.
Isn't it good?
Oh, that's so good. We're gonna eat this all tomorrow.
It is really good, actually.
Are you gonna eat it tonight when we're done with the show, like when no one else is here?
I don't know.
You can.
No, if you really want to know what I'm gonna do tonight,
what?
Is tonight when we turn this off and I go to sleep, I'm gonna torture myself about what an idiot I was about not being able to get the Wirecast started properly. I'm gonna think about it, and I'm gonna think about how embarrassing it was that everybody saw me streaming and I didn't know we were streaming. Like, those are the things that I'm gonna think about.
And then you're just gonna eat cake later. Oh, we can. Yeah, we could just eat more in the morning. We'll leave it at that.
Okay. Let's see. Tina would be a good opponent for Godzilla. Yes. Exactly. They know what we're talking about right there. Yeah. Let's see. There has been a stack of stuff that people have sent us throughout the week that we haven't done yet.
Make sure while you find those.
Okay.
If you're not following us, Radio U Riot on Facebook, that's usually one of the easiest ways to connect with us. You can always follow us at Radio U on Twitter or through riot.radiou.com. All of our personal things are located there too. And then, of course, if you're watching this through our YouTube channel, whether you're watching us live now or if this is just there, make sure you just subscribe, and then you can catch any other videos. It is so good.
It is good. Don't you feel the need to fill the space, but we're not on the radio?
When you're on the radio, you can't have dead air.
Talking.
Like, that's why we have a hard time talking to people in public, because we're just not used to having dead air, because we have sensors that go off, baseball bats that come out. Like, you can get hurt if you have dead air. You're not allowed to. So when we're doing this, if we have dead air...
It's like, wait, keep talking. Hurry, talk.
See, we can't... It's very upsetting.
Except when Nikki and I, like today when we went to get the cake, we drove to the store together and sat in complete silence.
We don't have to talk in the car.
I know, that's what I'm saying.
We're past that. We're great with that.
Okay, so check this. Ben wants to know, what's the hardest thing about doing the Riot every morning?
I think, we've been doing it for so long and it's so early. I guess I'm kind of over the early part just because that's just how life is. So that's,
she's not.
Sad.
No,
yeah,
she's not. No,
but you are really just tired all the time. And it's hard because some days, like, you might not be in a good mood or you might not be feeling well. Or you have your own things going on, but we don't want to bring that to you guys. So it is hard some mornings, but what's nice is when you come in, even with a bad attitude, we start to have so much fun that then you have a good attitude. So, it's good for us.
It does. It's, for me, like, I'm not over the morning.
Getting up so early.
I'm not. And in fact, like, when I think about what are things other than the Riot that I could do with my life. The one thing that I do think is like, as long as I'm sleeping in, it would be a little better. But the thing is, I do love what we do. But you know what, I will say, like, I think one of the tougher things to do sometimes is to navigate the content in such a way where it's kind of like, hey, what do you guys want to talk about? Because something that is actually, like, truly, that I think is the hardest thing that Nikki and I do is that Nikki and I stare at the news for hours every day.
And in case you notice, a lot of news is not good.
Yeah, no, I mean, like, honestly, some of the stuff that we see and pass over, like, it's horrible. Like, I hate it. And in fact, like, there's stuff that, like, I just wish I didn't know. And we joke about it on the show sometimes, but, like, you'd be shocked how much I know about the Kardashians.
We don't want to.
Seriously, like, I don't want to know that. And I mean, like, there are so many things that I know about because of what we do that I just have no interest in knowing about. But I swear, like, I could get a pop culture current events like degree. I get tired of that. Like, that is probably the toughest thing, because I feel like sometimes, you know, like, the news presents a certain perspective and that is not necessarily true. What they really want are clicks, and we spend so much time in that zone where there's just a constant desire for you to click, 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 click. And some days I come in and I literally think, like, my brain can't handle this morning. Like, I can't take it.
But we try to go through.
We just keep doing it.
We try to go through the clickbait for you, so
right.
You don't have to. Bethany says, do you play Zelda, Obi? Everybody always knows. I mean, I thought everybody knew you played Zelda.
Yeah, sure thing. In fact, you guys know that for Riot Control, like, we get some freebies. Who
wants free Zelda?
Yeah, no.
Thumbs up if you like this video enough.
You can't have my free Zelda.
And if you get enough hearts, he has to give it to you.
I ended up getting I'm right now
one?
playing. No, it's the Wii U one, the Zelda, not Wind Waker. Whatever, that one, the HD remake, that the Phantom. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. The Zelda, that one, I'm playing that right now at home. We haven't talked about it on the air. Yeah, it's good. I mean, I like, in general, am a Zelda fan. So it's cool. Like, I've been trying Fallout 4. I don't really like it.
I think we're celebrating our anniversary just to get this cake. Do you think we should make sure that we get this every year?
Yeah.
The vanilla is really good. I know you like chocolate more, but you should try the vanilla too.
I believe you.
It's really good. Let's see. Again, leave your comments in the section. Let us know your name, where you're watching from. Maybe how long have you been a part of Radio U or the Riot? Dave in Worcester, Ohio. Was there ever a time when both of you were late for work?
I don't think that's ever happened.
It's normally one or the other.
I really don't think that's ever happened.
And if something were to ever happen, there are ways on the road for us to
we could fix it if we had to, but I don't think we have ever both been late. We have certainly been. We're normally not late. We're just normally right at the start of the show. Yeah, because what you guys don't know is that we do come before the show starts, and so usually late. It's one of those things where, like, it sounds really funny. You would never think this, but Nikki and I take our jobs very seriously. I know, right? You guys really don't believe us. You would never believe that. Like, you would never believe that. That's why we've done the Riot for so long. We take it very seriously. So we take it really seriously, which means that you get up on time. And somewhere inside you, you have a deathly fear of not getting up on time. Mm-hmm. And you get to work on time. And like most people, it's like, oh, I don't really care. No. In fact, you go to work. If you are ever wanting to go into a career in radio, a lot of times you have a dead air fear, which is what we were talking about earlier. Yeah. But you also have a long pipe that you don't show up for your air shift. Oh, that fear. And I have had so many dreams where... So many dreams about it. You'll make you're trying to get up and where you can't walk in a dream, but you kind of just float and you're trying to drag yourself into work, but you can't get on your phone and I'm trying to call you because I can't get to work. And so you wake up sometimes a lot during the night just to make sure you're not late. So it's always there. Yeah, I don't and honestly, I don't think either one of us has ever been catastrophically late. Oh, no. We've never... I don't think either one of us has ever missed the show. Nope. I mean, there have been days when it was 20 minutes late, meaning 20 minutes into the show or something. But that's about it. Yeah. So let's see, Sean, happy birthday. Thank you so much for watching. Let's see, what design is on the cake? It's kind of hard to see because it's all white. I didn't pick enough colors for the design. I ordered it online.
It's balloons.
Balloons, then they're good.
So they're delicious. We'll eat the balloons.
Let's see. Where'd I go? Katie says, just moved to Columbus recently. Never heard of Radio U. Went to the store in my Emery hoodie. Got a 21 Pilots vinyl. Girl behind the counter looks up at me and says, have you ever heard of Radio U?
Yes, now you know, right?
Yeah, right on. Dan saying, Riot Control coming soon on that. I assume you mean Zelda. The answer is yes.
Yes.
I think that that'll be next week. What flavor is your favorite Dorito? And
Oh, no, what's the chili one? It's in the purple bag. It's like a Thai chili.
Like?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that spicy Thai or chili?
I
Spicy
think so.
chili?
Yeah, no, spicy chili. That's what it's called. That's the one.
Why did we get that?
We could have got it at the store today.
I know.
Radio
U was paying. I could have gotten Doritos.
Radio U did pay for our cake today.
Yeah.
Let's see. What would I have gotten? Like my favorite, they don't actually make anymore. Sweet Chipotle barbecue, I think it was. They were Doritos Jacked. Best chips ever created. And they stopped making them. So thanks a lot, Doritos.
He's
great.
the kiss of death. If he loves your product enough, bye-bye.
Yeah, we found that out. What do they call me? Harbinger of
failure of doom.
Oh, was it harbinger of failure? We gotta look it up. I think it's harbinger of failure, meaning that I'm the person that they said there's a group of people in the world, a certain percentage of us, that if we like your product, it means that your product will not succeed.
That's the thing. That's
this
him.
Right here. This guy. So true. You guys get to see how much I itch my nose too. Like that's. This is just, we're just getting started.
Thing. I think
just getting started.
Let's see. Oh my gosh. Obi, do you ever talk to the A Plea for Purging guys? Cody wants to know those were the best interviews. The A Plea for Purging guys, they used to be a hardcore band.
They're so awesome.
They were so funny. We would go out and eat with them, and it would be embarrassingly funny, especially Andy.
Blake and Andy, dude.
Were just crazy, amazingly, wonderfully fun to hang out with.
Yeah, I got, honestly, like great memory of just riding over to lunch with them in their van, and it was hilarious.
You still speak with him on Twitter, though, don't
yes,
you?
Yes, I actually, especially Blake. Blake did some solo stuff. I don't think he's doing music anymore right now, but like he's hilarious. But I don't see him on Twitter as much as I used to. I think he's
not as
calmed down a bit, which I think is a real shame. Let's see. Brent in Gallipolis. Let's see. A favorite anime ever. See back to the Zeta Gundam comment from earlier. That's definitely my favorite. Did you say happy birthday to Sean? He turned 30 today? Okay.
I did. Happy birthday.
Let's see. Where was someone? I saw somebody that asked us what was our most embarrassing moment on air. Josh is asking that.
People say all the time.
Do you want to know something? Like, I have one that's so embarrassing that I still think about, but it was bad. Like, you know how there's something that's embarrassing funny and something that's like embarrassing bad?
Which one was that one?
No, it literally comes down to like, there was a news story that came out that was incredibly serious that I did not really understand.
Oh, you didn't catch that it was that.
And I made some jokes about it, and then afterwards kind of realized what had happened. It was a nationwide story. It was very bad. And I still sometimes, when I'm quiet, I will sit somewhere and remember that and want to crawl in a hole.
Well, it's hard because you can't take back
what you say. Like, you can't take it back. It's one of those things where you want to go back and be like, oh my gosh, guys, I'm so sorry. Yeah. But it was too late. Like, it was done.
We might not catch the whole story, or when we talk about it, it might be the news is one way, but then if there's a clip of it or it's archived on, an interview or something, and it turns out disastrous or there's like a bad outcome, you are only hearing our humor part when it wasn't. You just look back and you're like, I read that story wrong, meaning like you got the wrong tone.
Like, you don't really got people in broadcasting a whole lot of slack. Assume that having a meltdown on practically, and you kind of turn on him like all. And the funny thing is, maybe this isn't true with Kanye, but most of the people you see in media are real people.
Yeah.
And so I'm good.
We asked, it was just about New Mexico.
Yeah, but do you actually remember what the capital is? Because it's not
Albuquerque.
Isn't it not Albuquerque? Didn't we say Albuquerque and it was wrong?
We said the wrong answer. A person gave the wrong answer.
We gave them Sandy and Santa Fe. We said
all
Albuquerque.
of us were wrong, and we still say Albuquerque for it.
Yeah, we gave them the prize too.
And who was it afterwards? Someone came back later and was like, "Hey, you know, you're wrong," and that was a shame.
Well, have you seen Ant-Man?
No, I've not seen it. Did you see it?
Yeah.
You didn't like it. That's right.
Everybody likes Paul Rudd. I mean, there's nothing wrong with the guy, but I didn't really like the movie. I should probably watch it again.
Let's see. For some people, if it stops, you're not watching this now, but just reload this and you'll see it.
Oh yeah, look at that.
If you just reload it, it's back.
Oh,
or it might be. Maybe. Or it might be done. We'll see.
No, this says that. No, it's definitely
Frozen.
What do we do?
You might just end it.
Nope, we're back. Wait.
You're back? You're good?
Yeah, we're good. I don't know what happened there.
Really? Technical difficulty?
You know what's funny is it looks like it actually. Oh, you know what it is?
What?
We must be having some trouble with the wireless.
Oh, it says some of us are saying it's back.
Yeah, no. What's happening is you see how the delay, the delay has caught up. Like it buffered out a huge delay. And now
hi,
out.
Periscope. You guys too. Well, we should probably. I mean, we were like, this is only going to be 30 minutes, and now it's.
Yeah, we've been at it for.
We've been at it over an hour.
Let's see. It's back. You're back. You're sorry. I don't know what that means. Okay. So anyway, Nikki's right. We probably should start wrapping up because it is getting late for us. Not for you guys, because
the night is still young. You get yourself some cake. You eat the cake. You have fun.
Was there anybody else that we wanted to get to before we were all done?
No, basically, while you look, just again, please, we love to hear from you. That really is our favorite part of the Riot, and that's why we do what we do. You guys and the bands and the music and stuff, it kind of all works together. But please connect with us, Radio U Riot on Facebook, subscribe to this channel, at Radio U on Twitter, or find us personally. We love to hear from you guys. Anytime you find something funny or want to make a request, just send it our way and we'll try to.
Bethany says, it's still good, don't leave.
Bethany, oh, it's almost bedtime.
I'll tell you what, we'll give them two more questions.
Okay,
two more questions, okay? And then we'll wrap it.
Bethany, these are for you.
Let's see. How about this one, Nikki? This might be a good one for you. John wants to know, where do you go to get inspired? Do you have a favorite author, speaker, or blogger that you follow regularly?
Not as much.
Well, but like, what about vloggers? Like you?
Yeah. Okay. So since I like to watch a lot of vlogs, I find enjoyment because again, our medium, we do radio, and so that's a type of entertainment. So I tend to not look at others who do our same type of entertainment for inspiration because when you're not doing it, sometimes you like a break from it for the rest of the day. So it is nice to watch someone else, or sometimes we like podcasts or silence. Yes. Sometimes that works. Or there might be someone you follow on Twitter, or like a comedian or something. You might grab some inspiration from them. But it really varies. It just depends on the day and the mood that you're in. So.
Yeah, for me, there are a bunch of different people that I follow on Twitter. I have not managed to really consistently follow a blogger or author lately.
You like the workout guy?
I do. There's a guy named Lou Schuler that we have on the show from time to time, who is a workout guy that I really like. I listen to a couple of podcasts every week. The guys in Showbread, a band we used to play, they have a movies podcast that I really like. There's a lady named Joyce Meyer who does some podcasts and some books. You know what's funny is a lot of times I'll listen to her in the morning, while I'm making breakfast.
I thought you meant me as in her. I
meant
the
Joyce Meyer. It's funny, I've listened to her for years. That's I don't know, I just have. I don't think there's anybody else. Favorite authors, if you have, real talk, if you ever want to read something that's a little heavy but is really, really good, a guy named Dallas Willard, I will always recommend that guy anytime somebody gives me a chance. He's got a book called Hearing God that I absolutely just love. Such good stuff. If there was one book that I could hand you, that's probably the book that I would hand you, honestly. Because my thing is this, we talk about this on the Riot, but for real, I could tell you all kinds of things that would help you, but I feel like in a relationship with God, the idea of actually being able to hear from God and having a relationship with Him, and that involves not just starting a relationship with Jesus, but understanding that his Holy Spirit comes to dwell in your heart. When you begin to understand that, like when we're talking about God and the Holy Spirit, we're not talking about history, we're talking about the present, and God wants to be like involved in your life right now. Most people act like having a conversational relationship with God is like this way off thing and it's not real, or some people have it and not everybody does, but the reality of it is we were all created for it, that God wants to have that with you. And if I could teach you anything, and that's what this book is about, I would teach you how to hear from God, because the reality of it is that one of these days Obadiah will be gone from your life. You might hear me talk about something and think, oh, that's like a God thing. But man, if you could get hooked up into understanding how to talk to God for yourself, how to hear from the Holy Spirit for yourself, you wouldn't need the Riot anymore. Well, I mean, for other stuff, but you understand what I mean. Like, that's the kind of thing where it's like, give you a fish, you fish for a day, teach you how to fish, you're going to feed yourself forever. And that really is the heart of that. And so that book says a lot of what I just said, but it's called Hearing God. It's very good. Dallas Willard, former professor of philosophy at UCLA.
That's right. You can actually find, I think, some of his old classes.
Oh, yeah. You can listen to him. Like
so listen to his lessons.
So good. Okay.
Let's see. Steve, thank you for tweeting us. It was a direct message, so I lost it.
How about this?
Steve and Bexley, do you guys have trouble when you have to do the Riot with another DJ to one of you being off?
It is hard.
It is, because you're not in your same role.
Yeah.
Like we each have a type of role. Some of us handle certain parts of the show and have certain inputs and certain parts of it. And so if someone comes in, they're going to be different. Their humor might be different. So it is weird. So
it's super weird because like we know where the other person's going to go.
Yeah.
And you can guess, or like you just kind of have some of those things. And like, man, when it's somebody else, when we have if I have a guest host and Nikki's gone, I have to put like 3 times the amount of work.
We have to really work at it, and we don't like that.
Well, yeah, I mean, it's just tons more work because I have to be ready for that person to not give back to me.
So a lot of times we try to
what I need, right?
We try to plan our vacations at the same time, just not together.
Yeah.
So then that way, if we're going to be off, we just lessen the impact so it's really not, not more than it needs to be.
All right, Nikki, Josh wants to know, are you looking forward to any movies that are coming out?
I feel like I am, but I don't remember. I need a list.
Batman v Superman.
No.
Okay.
Aren't there some other big ones coming?
What about that Cloverfield Lane movie? Does anybody else wonder about that? Though I'll have to say, I almost want somebody to go see it and tell me what they think.
I agree with you on that.
Though I shouldn't. Like, the part of the fun should be like, hey, I'll see what it's like. But I love the original Cloverfield, which
I
is...
never saw that one.
That
You're supposed to bring it in,
it holds up. I actually don't have it. Oh. Which is weird because I have everything. Well, it just got bought!
Okay,
every time Obadiah thinks of a movie he doesn't have, Mr. Ron will buy it. But I think that looks super interesting. And like, the last couple of years I felt like summer movies haven't really delivered much, and like I couldn't be more skeptical of that Batman Superman movie.
We'll see.
I just don't think it's going to be very good.
We will see. Let's see, Amber. You say I'm excited for it. I take it you mean the Cloverfield.
Yeah, I'm super curious about that myself. All right, Nikki, one last one from the list. But I mean, I can go all night.
Brad, listening and watching from Bradford, Pennsylvania. Love the Riot. Happy anniversary. Zach says his cousin is in Cloverfield Lane. Ask your cousin, did it turn out very well? Like, I'm sure he just knows his part, but...
He's not going to know. He's
going to
be like, it's the best. Tell your friends that extra... Well, but see, right there, from the previews, we only see 3 people in that movie.
Is your cousin one of those people? Otherwise...
Are you related to John Goodman? Tell us right now. Are you related to John Goodman?
Come on, Zach.
Let's see. Oh, here's one for you, Nikki. How about this one? What's your favorite thing to do in your downtime away from work? I think that's a great question.
I don't want to sound lazy and say take a nap or sleep, because I don't sleep a whole lot. I talk about it. I'm purely talk. I don't get to.
So...
I don't know. I'm not a big shopper.
I know what Nikki does when she's not here.
What?
Like when she gets a chance to do what she really wants to do, she likes to lay in bed and watch YouTube videos on her phone.
That's it, yeah.
That's what Nikki likes to do when she's not at work. That's
it.
Is that wrong?
No, that's not totally wrong.
Are you sad that I know that's what you like to do?
I'm going to have some cake now. I gotta stop watching.
It's not bad. It's not a bad thing. Look,
don't make it worse.
We work 90 hours a week. You watch a little YouTube. What? What?
I know. What am I gonna do after this show to wind down a little bit? Maybe
watch some YouTube.
That's fine.
I don't think there's anything wrong with it. Like, okay, I don't even know what I do.
You play in your office.
Yeah.
At home, and you like to.
I like to play games.
Stream games.
And I like to read. I love to read, actually.
I do love your Kindle.
Here's the thing is, like, I love to read novels. You're supposed to want to read nonfiction to enrich yourself, but I'd much rather have a book about people in space, and there's a problem, and they have to fix it. And maybe they have giant robots that they're using to fix it, and maybe those giant robots have guns.
And you want to read about it. Can I say hey to Sarah? Says, I do the same, Nikki. Same girl, same. Thank you, Sarah.
It's not. Okay, but see, like, it's not wrong.
Oh, I know it's not wrong. I don't know. I really want to learn other languages. Like, I have a whole list of things I want to do. But just like everybody else, when it gets to the end of the day, do you then not want to do any of that anymore?
I want to stop eating cake.
Don't. No, this is our anniversary. We're allowed to, and we're allowed to eat some tomorrow. This is delicious cake.
Let's see.
I really like this cake.
Her name is Mary Elizabeth Winstead. That's what Zach says about the...
Oh, in Cloverfield?
Uh-huh.
All right. Let's see. We had Peeps, the birthday. We'll just eat them tomorrow.
Okay.
Try the vanilla cake. No, you want a balloon? Do you want a balloon?
No, I'm good. Thank you.
Want an icing?
I have balloons. Look, I have a balloon here with my name on it. For those of you that missed it, that was awesome.
No, it was very sweet, you guys. I know it's tempting. Sometimes people be like, what? You want to celebrate your anniversary? Our boss. But it's nice, you guys, all the kind comments and just, again, the balloons and the cake. It's just been a really good anniversary.
Yeah, we've had a lot of fun. Helene says, you guys are hilarious. I was telling folks at work about the Japanese scary movies you were talking about.
Oh, yeah, we were talking about...
Do you want to never sleep for as long as you live?
What's her name? The
Grudge and the Ring.
But what's
Ringu.
her name? Ringu and...
no, I don't know, like Haraka and something. It was
something like that.
Like Japanese names that I don't know.
But basically, they're doing a combo film like Batman v Superman. It's The Ring and the Grudge. But I read on an article, they said how a fan had made a fan trailer and put it on YouTube. And they got enough people to convince the studio
that it was like a thing.
To do it, to make it, like people would want to watch it, and then that's a thing. But the trailer is crazy, and I don't want to watch it.
Oh, no way, dude. Like we said it this morning, like Japanese horror to me is about as scary as it gets.
We have a couple, and we won't tell you what they are. We watched a couple of clips from them, and they're so horrifically bad.
We watched.
And then we laugh at the part because it's so gory and bad that your body shuts down. And that's the only way that you can cope with what you're watching. And there's a couple of Japanese films like that.
There was one morning that Nick and I were staying in the studio. I was screaming, jumping up and down. I was just like, oh!
So put your guesses in the comments.
Oh!
What movies you think from Japan those would be. And one time somebody came in the studio, we're like, you gotta watch this, bro. You gotta watch this. And we played
we're thinking they're gonna laugh like we're laughing.
And they thought we were crazy and the worst humans ever because that's just our humor and that's how we handled that one. And we handled it poorly. So.
Oh my gosh, it was so bad. And then that one series, like we watched the whole movie. Remember how crazy that was?
I watched the second movie.
I didn't watch the second one. The one was enough for this guy. And you know what I've done? I've learned my lesson. I've learned. I'm not doing that again. That's right. You make a mistake, you learn from your mistakes. And that makes making mistakes okay.
That's it.
Mostly. I don't ever want to do that again. I don't ever want to do that again. All right, anything else we got here?
I don't think so.
All right, are you...
Guys, seriously, all the comments, all the questions, you guys are so wonderful. I'm sorry we couldn't get to everybody. There were so many comments for this show, so we appreciate it.
Yeah, you know what, I'm actually looking on the blog. There ended up being some people. What's up to Trooper Tony?
Aw, thank you.
That's a long-time listener of the Riot. He's a state trooper. The state of Ohio. So what's up, bro?
Steven says, speaking of Japanese stuff, have you heard of baby metal? Yes, we have.
Totally heard of it. And,
but are we new at this, Steven?
Yeah.
Come on.
I mean, like, I'm not saying that we know all the Asian culture, but we got baby metal. Like, we got that covered. So, all right, Nikki. Well, thanks for another anniversary.
Let's do it again next year.
We'll see you here next year. And of course, for those of you that are wondering, the Riot will be on tomorrow morning.
We will. A lot of people are asking, but yes, we will.
Now, here's something that you guys might not know is that we had a ton of problems getting this stream started. And while Nikki and I are trying to make it look like we're just going to sign off, what's going to happen now is I'm going to grab this mouse and we're going to start searching around
for how to stop
to see if we can figure out how to stop the stream. And I find it highly likely.
You need to get up and go over there. Show them your face. Get right up in that camera, okay?
Yeah, I mean,
Get right up in there.
I told you guys that you guys can see these zits that I've been rocking that I can't get rid of.
The middle one.
How do you turn it off?
It's the worst spot on your head.
Right here. Wait, there.
Toothpaste on it tonight and it'll be gone.
I did bring toothpaste up
It'll
here with
dry
me.
out.
Okay, let's see. Total view time. All right, this says if I click this, it will stop.
Hi, everybody.
So, hey, real talk.
Good night.
Thanks for the memories. Now I got to find the button again.
Click the
Well, I had to click back to the other thing. I had to get the other thing. Are you sure you want to stop? Yes!